when a real Kung Fu master faced Manny Pacquiao and gets brutally exposed.
Smile turned into focus. And he driving DK.
Oh my God!
Imagine this, the legendary boxing world champion, the pride of the Philippines and the nightmare of any opponent, Manny Pacquiao, steps into the ring, not against a fierce puncher or a boxing prodigy. No, he faces a Kung Fu master. Yes, you heard that right, a real internet Kung Fu master. This is precisely what happened in December 2022, when the retired Filipino boxer decided to fight DKU, a self-proclaimed martial arts master. You've likely seen DK's viral videos on YouTube, where he executes dramatic air punches and theatrically defeats invisible foes. These internet masters are plentiful, but when they face even a moderately skilled fighter, the results are often laughable. Fans, familiar with him, eagerly awaited his bout with a real fighter. Little did they know that fighter would be none other than Manny Pacquiao. Pac-Man Pacquiao needs no introduction. His list of achievements is lengthy. An 8-time world champion, a politician, philanthropist, and all-around legend. However, by 2022, he wasn't the unstoppable Pac-Man of his prime. At 43, had lost his last fight against the relatively unknown Cuban boxer Yordenis Ugas, a match he would have easily dominated in his heyday. The unanimous decision loss led him to retire and focus on his political career, still champion. Around this time, exhibition matches where retired boxing legends faced influencers and YouTubers were gaining popularity. These matches are typically lucrative, but Pacquiao was initially reluctant to join this trend. However, the prospect of fighting DKU and donating the proceeds to charity convinced him the match was set for December 11th. DKU exuded confidence. Speaking of strategies, combining the spirit of Kung Fu and the universe aligning in his favor, the fight was scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds with no weight limits. The proceeds from the match would go to charity, and the fight took place at Kintex, drawing thousands eager to see if this so-called new Bruce Lee could hold his own. Fans expected to see DK unleash a quick Kung Fu knockout. Rather, the first round was so dull.
Philippine colors.
His jab is still razor sharp. His first jab is quick.
Both men are southpaws.
At the press conference, to focus on his movement. That's
DK was still initiating the spirit of Kung Fu.
and by that he means focus on
His
keeping.
career, Manny Pacquiao beat the likes.
He seemed scared, while Pacquiao patiently waited for a chance to land his signature hook.
Yel Cotto. Also, blockbuster fight of all time against Floyd Money Mayweather has been truly remarkable. 8th division world champion. DK with a
Disadvantage, regardless of the size advantage from DK.
Manny attacks the body of DK.
Round 2, Pacquiao woke up.
He threw a couple of jabs, and he said that.
Of course, Manny's a little cautious because he does it a little difficult to get inside against a fighter that's so much taller.
Is the same, if not has.
He landed a sharp left, straight to DK's head, making him rethink his worst YouTube videos.
He's really loved around the world. It's amazing.
Manny Pacquiao return on December 17th. There was a straight left that missed. Good movement by DKU.
Ooh,
There
good
he
punch
goes.
by
He
Manny.
Manny landed that left, and
The Korean tried to hide behind his jab.
under a minute to go in our second.
His jabs didn't send Pac-Man reeling as seen in his videos, but it seemed to have an effect. But he soon turned his tactics to hugging, dirty tactics, and then the intensity of the fight increased.
Manny is side trying to get on the inside and on court, but I really wonder here at 160, how he's feeling. He's got to come in heavier because of the fact that DKU was going to weigh in a higher weight.
No, he's not the same age he was before, so you never know.
Yeah, and I think Manny can really fight, so I think he's kind of just taking his time with it because he knows eventually he's going to get.
DKU landed a big left with the speed of a samurai.
100%.
But for DKU, what a learning for him to be able to have the biggest moment of his career. There's a left there by you. He threw something. That was probably.
But Pac-Man held his ground.
We'll see if Manny decides to tag him and he grips the body.
Ooh, winding
DK's so nice. He's so polite. I love
I
it.
think DK may have him beat.
Right? Who's nicer?
Let's not forget, it is still prize fighting.
Pacquiao was now giving the Kung Fu master a taste of what true combat feels like.
Here in Seoul, South Korea, the main event of Triller Fight Club. Happy holidays to all of you and your families. The return of the great Manny Pacquiao against DKU. Couple of lefts.
The body just goes blinding fast to the head. Like it's crazy.
Good right hook up top by Manny.
Ooh, let's go,
the
Manny.
right hook. Manny has picked up the pace, as you pointed out, Sanisa.
By the fourth round, DKU realized that 6 rounds felt like an eternity. His strategy devolved into clinging to Pacquiao as the Filipino began to string together combinations.
Scheduled for 6, Manny Pacquiao, DKU.
His legs are going with him. His legs are going to be the first to go.
There's that right-hand fashion. Manny looking to swarm wind out of your sails.
Yeah, and as I was going to say before the replay, you can train for any other sport. You could train for martial arts as well and think that you're in great condition, but when you step in the ring and you have to go by the boxing rules.
Oh, there's a right hook. That was probably his best punch of the fight.
Going by boxing rules and boxing technique and having to stick.
It's the difference between boxing shape and being in shape. It's a totally different thing.
Yes.
Manny and
The bell saved DKU once again.
prolongate some time, and there is, and down goes DKU.
Round 5, DKU tried to look energetic, but Pacquiao quickly showed him that was a bad idea.
Stopped, but elects to come out, and he gets hammered with that. A little bit of an alley shuffle. Okay, this is the most lively we've seen DKU. We'll see if that martial arts, and the fans certainly making some noise.
Manny has him in circles. That is hilarious.
Well, DK's got to do something, and he's getting hammered with that left. There's a right hook, followed by a straight left. It's moments away from possibly being stopped. Manny Pacquiao hammered away upon DKU. And now Manny Pacquiao going right after DKU.
In the 6th and final round, DKU resorted to playing rugby, but Pacquiao finally sent him to the canvas.
Find a way to survive. Will Manny Pacquiao allow him to do so? Now they are wrestling, jostling for position.
He wants to make him quit. He wants to get the stoppage.
Now he's back to DK against the corner. Couple of lefts. Manny driving DK.
Oh my God!
DKU on
Clean
a
punch.
shot from
Stayed
Manny
down.
Pacquiao.
DKU realized that YouTube and the boxing ring are worlds apart.
To survive these final 40, able to get the finish. In my estimation, the fight should have been waved off a round ago. Now DK trying to give one last push. Oh, big right
Big
hook
punch.
upstairs by Manny Pacquiao.
A second knockdown was ruled a slip. It seemed both the referee and Pac-Man wanted DKU to pay for his overconfidence.
Pacquiao showing his technical superiority and glimpses at times of his career. Down goes DK.
But with no time left on the clock, the fight ended with Pacquiao victorious. Apparently, the ref saved DK from a KO.
DKU's the mindset of I will survive, and he does so.
Manny won every single round.
If you ever wondered what Manny at 5% like, this fight was it.
At least from my standpoint, Amir, is a resounding yes.
100%.
Nonetheless, Pacquiao remained a beast. He tried to hide his beast mode behind smiles, but he couldn't control it in the ring. No hugs, no bows can calm him down once in the zone. He simply destroys everything in his path. Some argued that the Pac-Man held back from humiliating the Kung Fu master with a knockout, so chose to entertain while still teaching him a lesson.
I don't think Mayweather would accept it because I can't see him beating Pacquiao.
Well, I'm just going to say that. So, Manny.
And the frequent bows by DK might have made Manny show mercy. DK survived by grabbing and time wasting, aiming to weaken Pacquiao's momentum. Battered for 6 rounds, he wanted a way out, but neither the referee nor Pac-Man wanted to let him escape. But despite the subsequent flood of criticism towards DKU, it's important to acknowledge that losing to someone like Pacquiao is no disgrace. DKU popularity increased before the fight, but he soon went into obscurity. He had lost to Brad Pitt in another boxing match, and the beating from Pacquiao is enough lesson that he fits better in a movie movie than in a boxing ring. Nonetheless, the fact that the proceeds went into providing homes for 80 families in need deserves respect. Kudos to both Pacman and DKU for stepping into the ring. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel. Thanks.